Do you get your free credit report every year? Are you allowed to update your credit report when needed? Are you being asked to verify the accuracy of your report before it is sent to future employers? If you answered no to any of these questions, then you are not receiving the rights given to you under the Fair Credit Reporting Act.
Tell us about your experience.
Recently, I applied for a job. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, only authorized users can see what is on my credit report. However, an employer asked if they could view my credit report, and it was sent out without my written authorization. This credit report showed that I went bankrupt 10 years ago, and it was never removed. Because of this mark, I was denied a job. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, my rights were seriously violated.
With personal information, such as your mother's maiden name, your date of birth, or your social security number. If any of these things get out, you could be in trouble. Always request a credit report. You want to keep it up to date. You want to know who's opening accounts under your name, if anyone is, and you want to make sure that you know who's requesting your credit report and that you've authorized those requests. If you spot any errors on your credit report, make sure you contact the credit bureau right away. You can't dispute accurate negative information, but you can make sure that everything is up to date within the last 10 years. Keep in mind that creditors and employers are required by the FCRA to let you know if they've rejected you based on something on your credit report. This is why it's important to make sure it's always accurate and up to date. Never stop checking your credit reports. Once you've determined that your credit information is safe and error-free, check back periodically to make sure everything's running smoothly. You can never be too sure with credit.
Here are some good facts to know about the FCRA. It was enacted in 1970 to promote accuracy, fairness, and privacy of personal information, and provides protections for consumer investigatory reports and employment background checks, as well as credit reports. It was the first federal law to regulate the use of personal information by private businesses. Did you know that Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian are forced under the FCRA to send out one free credit report annually? And did you know that in the past, the Federal Trade Commission has received complaints from customers who were paying hidden fees for their free annual report? Stay alert.
Thanks to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, taking care of credit and keeping up with it is now safer and easier than it ever has been. Just make sure that you're constantly checking your credit report so that it's not out of date or there are no errors on it that are over 10 years old. Know your facts, know your rights, and always keep in mind, you can never be too careful with credit.